Un, dos, tres, cuatro.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us on Passively Offside. Yeah.
I glanced backwards.
Yeah, you shouldn't have done that. You shouldn't have done
I
that.
never should have.
Don't look down.
I'm going to stop
Never
that.
look down.
I'm not even fading that out. That's a hard stop right there. No, it's
stop.
done. I turned it
you
off.
can stop now.
Sit down. Jesus. Oh. Thank you so much for joining us tonight on a very special, not overly special, but still very special episode of Passively Offside. My name is Goose. As always, in the studio with me is hipster lumberjack, Maverick, definitely racist Mexican guy. I'm an El Tri fan. See, yeah, you brought it to the level.
No.
And then I like this, the hipster soccer fan. You can't really see on camera, but he's got the mustache up. You got a nice hat there. You got your Orlando scarf on.
I liked Orlando before it was cool.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
He wrote his fixie here. You know.
I liked them when they were in the USL Pro.
Oh, okay. Okay.
That's how it's going to be.
Yeah, so that's
He liked
happening.
soccer before soccer.
Before it was
called
soccer.
soccer. It was called soccer before
Before it was called football.
It
Yeah,
was
that's
called
what it was.
association football.
Mhm.
Thank you.
And
So-
here we go.
Should I answer everything in the form of hipster?
Yes.
Yes.
It's a negative Ghost Rider pattern's full.
Thank you, Goose.
He's Maverick.
No.
Sure.
You died.
We have dog tags.
We do have dog
We have
tags.
dog tags.
You died. Spoiler alert.
Yeah.
I've got
I haven't seen it.
my relatively obscure / large European team jersey as well.
Yeah.
It's the thing that all hipsters do. If you're a German soccer watcher and you're a hipster, you watch Bayern Leverkusen,
Yeah.
Borussia Dortmund, or hold on.
Oh, deep cuts today, guys.
Hold up,
Deep cuts.
hold up.
I'm not saying anything.
I'm not finished. Or you watch
Uh-oh.
Hamburg.
Oh.
Hey, sit down, bring okay. All right.
Hey.
Lumberjack, go for it. Yeah.
Okay.
Hipsters don't fight.
Tonight on Passively Offside, Supporters Shield, the
Hipsters
end
won.
of the epic finale of the script written by William Shatner himself. Changed it up a little bit.
Oh, good.
Playoffs. They're happening right now, actually. And Brandon, how's where are we at?
Halftime, 0-0.
Halftime right now, 0-0. Okay. Going right into news. We'll jump back in just a second, but we do have Sporting and New York playing right now. Brandon's got it live right there. He'll keep us updated if anything happens. We are going into halftime 0-0. This is a big game for both teams. As you know, it's the second play-in game of the two. Happened yesterday, which we'll talk about momentarily. Let's talk about scores. I'm going to do scores this week.
It's okay.
I'm doing scores this week because congratulations are in order. We have crowned a champion. Going from the bottom to the top here, we have Splenda at 114 of 288, myself at 118 of 288, Nephi coming in at 121 of 288, and Boris just squeaking out the win at 123 of 288. Okay, you're getting real racist.
Okay. It's real bad.
What was my percentage of wins last week? Like, I felt like I had a
Oh, man.
we were
last
all
week,
very close.
Last week, us three absolutely slaughtered it.
It was like 8 of 10 were correct.
I got
And
3.
Boris
You got
sucked.
4.
You got
Boris
4 right. Yeah.
barely kept his lead.
My 4 that
bound to happen.
I got right kept me in the game.
Mhm.
Your
You-
4 that you got right were half of the ones that we got
You
right.
called the Chivas game. Chivas win over San Jose.
Yeah.
Yep.
And I think there was one more that you got.
All my teams literally just sucked butt this.
Yeah,
this-
dude.
this-
They,
like the week before, I hit like
Are we
7
doing
of
points
10.
anymore?
they did not help you. at
No,
all.
not at all.
All right.
I think I got the Timbers game. That was the other one that I got.
Yep.
I got the Timbers game.
A little bit of news here. Robbie Keane is named to the squad to play against the United States coming up soon.
That's not gonna. He's not gonna play.
He's not going to play?
It's in that 2-week period in between the playoffs.
Oh, yeah, he won't play.
Well, he'll play if RSL knocks out the
Oh,
Galaxy.
yeah.
We'll
but-
see about that as well. Playoffs again are in full swing. We had a game last night, and New York and Sporting right now, which we will bring any updates if they come. Goal and save of the year are both up on MLSsoccer.com. Hashtag Homer status in effect, people. Go vote for your team because you're not going to vote for anyone else.
I will say though, Blas Perez's goal. I think it's in Group D.
Is that D?
The D. Where he
Boris wants the
he
D.
catches it.
Too far, man.
You started it. He catches it with his right foot on the right side of the 18, and it lofts over into the top little corner.
That's a good one.
That goal was ridiculous.
I will say, curbing a little bit of hashtag status, Homer status, sorry, on this show. There are 3 Real Salt Lake goals up.
Which ones were they?
Sabo,
the
Beckerman, and not his header.
There better be one Plata in there.
There's not a Plata.
wow.
Plata's goals
Javi.
have been amazing
Yeah, but
individual.
I don't
There's
think-
Sabo, Beckerman, and Javi, and all 3 of them will not make it to the final.
No.
They are good goals. They were great to see, but they will not be goal
I
of
don't
the year.
think
I'm
Plata
saying
ever
right now.
made goal of the week.
No.
No, he didn't.
That's why-
I'm excited to see some of these guys that aren't in the big teams probably duke it out for goal of the year.
Yeah.
I mean, well, I guess you can consider Portland somewhat of a big team, even though they're not in the playoffs. But Valeri had some crackers of
Oh,
goals
yeah.
this year.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah,
Diego Valeri.
Yeah.
I was a Portland fan in the 70s.
As always, remember to join us on Facebook at facebook.com/PasslyOffside, on Twitter at _off, or email us at passlyoffside@gmail.com.
It's really cute, guys. I'm glad you do that.
I am too.
I got his back.
doesn't actually.
He watched.
Well,
No,
he's
hold
got
on.
your back.
Hold on. He watched Top Gun today
Mhm.
while I was working.
Yeah.
He Snapchatted me a picture of it, not for the first time.
Okay.
And we're watching it after the show too.
Good.
He watched it today specifically just to pepper in some
quotes.
stuff.
So when you guys watch that tonight, will you be cuddling?
Yes.
So I was doing an inverted 0G maneuver.
Where was this? Can't tell you. It's classified. What do you mean it's classified?
Well,
If I told you, I'd have to kill you.
Giving him the finger.
All right, let's not turn this show into
foreign
top-
policies.
Let's not do this.
I snapped a Polaroid. It was fun.
Let's talk discussion stuff here. Let's get into this a little bit. A big thing that is way down the road, but is really good to talk about, and I'm really interested to hear what you guys think. 2 teams who are definitely coming into 2017. LAFC is announced. They got it. Now they're not Chivas.
No.
Okay,
No.
so Chivas still exists in limbo. They have shut down
no,
operations
Chivas
They're
have
dead.
ceased
They're-
operations.
they're-
Chivas
they're-
have died.
for
No,
for a minimum of 2 years.
No.
That's the last thing I
Chivas-
saw.
They did.
So LAFC is Chivas reborn.
Okay, I got you.
Like a glorious phoenix.
It is rising
shall rise
from
from
the
the
ashes.
ashes.
This happened today, so excuse my lack of knowledge on it. I was not able to listen to the press conference, which we'll talk about in just a second. But the last thing I saw was that Chivas was going on hiatus. But if they're gone, more power to the MLS.
I think it was stated that way because they didn't know when the second LA team would be ready to
Yep.
make any sort of announcements.
Okay.
But there is still one part of Chivas still remaining, and that's their youth academy that will go until the beginning of next year.
Okay. So their youth academy lives on and will probably be absorbed by someone.
It hasn't been confirmed or denied on who's
What's up?
doing what.
Will they continue to cut random kids that aren't Hispanic?
Ouch.
Oh.
Ouch.
Well, as an ambassador, no.
So LAFC announced will begin play in 2017. So 2 seasons away from that. Atlanta is also going to start 2017, according to Boris.
It is.
Yeah.
According to Boris. And
accurate.
they are going to be playing in the Coliseum until a stadium
that
is
was
built.
a little.
That's what you
I
put?
wrote that wrong.
You wrote it wrong.
Yep.
LAFC will play at the Los Angeles Coliseum till they have a.
Oh
their
yeah, dude,
soccer
you
specific-
messed that
I know.
up. That was bad.
I'm
'Cause
not a
I didn't
I'm not a
understand
writer,
this.
ladies and gentlemen.
I didn't understand what you're talking about because Atlanta's got somewhere to play.
I'm not a writer.
I
And
knew
if-
because I
and-
saw the tweets earlier
Mhm.
today.
And
Yeah,
Atlanta's
that worked.
place to
You talked
play
about it too.
is going to be the new stadium for the Atlanta Falcons.
Yeah.
Yes.
Which
And that's what I thought. That's why I was
plans
so
are
confused.
amazing for that
Yeah.
stadium.
Yes.
It'll be kind of like BC Place in Vancouver, where they can cut off half of the stadium, but it doesn't look like half the stadium's cut off. It's a pretty awesome looking rig that they have going for there.
Quick update, by the way, the Sporting in New York game has gone into the second half, just kicked off. You're probably watching that instead of us anyway, so
Yeah.
you know.
We not mad at all.
That was awful.
That wasn't trying to be
You
Mexican.
are Hispanic. Yes, it was. You are
Can
awful.
you do the rest
at
of the
that.
show in Spanish?
No.
Please, no.
There's no.
Anyways,
No, por favor, no.
That's
No,
bad.
No.
We need more than English.
No. Okay, yeah, that was no. We're just getting bad today.
Yeah.
Super special show. Hashtag spooky show. So,
Hashtag racial tension with the Mexicans this week.
dude, you got to watch your back.
That's me.
LAFC and Atlanta. Let's actually talk a little bit about things and not just dick around for a whole show.
Well, can you even say that on the radio?
Come on,
I
come on, man.
just said my team's
So-
8.
who's your guys' favorite LA2 money holder?
Either Tony Robbins or Magic Johnson or Vincent Tam
Is
or
Is this a game of Hollywood
or
Squares?
Mia Hamm or
Mia Hamm,
Nomar Garcia Parra or Richard Wells or
This is a game of Hollywood
Tom.
Squares.
I can't remember his
Okay.
name.
Selleck.
Tom Selleck. Dick Tracy owns part of it. And honestly,
I own
it
Private
part of
Eye.
it, too.
it was scary.
Passively Offside owns a majority share.
We do own a majority share of LAFC.
So
Yeah,
watch
we,
it.
Yeah.
we did throw in a little bit of money.
I'm super excited about Vincent Tan.
We threw in $10 and we have majority share. So
Yeah, we threw in $10, and actually, if you didn't watch the press conference, Nephi was there.
Yeah.
They even gave him a scarf. I don't know where he put it, but you know,
Oh, it's
when he
somewhat
rides in his
special.
private jet here and there.
Yeah. He can do that.
Honestly, their money that
It's
is
scary.
going into LAFC rivals Barcelona and
Barcelona.
Real Madrid.
dude,
Thank you for the Catalonian lisp.
Of course, I had to throw that in there.
it's
I can do it.
it's kind of ridiculous what we're looking at in terms of co-ownership.
You
I guess
know,
you could call
and
it.
the other, I wouldn't say necessarily scary, but interesting part is we'll only have 1 year in between another expansion draft to when another expansion draft with 2 teams happens.
Wow.
Yeah,
Scary.
we're gonna have to get some bigger, better talents in here. Otherwise,
Yeah.
I think we're
Otherwise
going to
we're gonna
start
dilute
pulling
the
in
pool.
talent, though.
Well,
you
with
know, you see
CBA
stuff
comes
like this.
in,
Yeah.
CBA is going to have a
That-
big factor on all
that salary cap is gonna have to be raised.
Oh yeah,
It has to.
Oh,
And
yeah.
the one thing I'm excited for is these players want to play.
Yeah.
It's not going to be like the NHL or the MLB or NBA or NFL where they threaten to lock us out.
yeah.
These people, half of the players that work on the lower salaries where they're only making 35 grand a year, they don't give two craps about the thing going up. They just want to play to get paid. So you're going to see a couple of those. They might raise the minimum salary to 60, which doubling those guys'
Would be good
money
for
would
them.
be amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then raise the cap on an extra DP. It's been rumored that the 4th DP slot would be just for an American.
Which would be nice.
That'd be
I mean,
interesting.
we're trying to harness and garner everything here.
Yeah.
Keep everything in house. Now it's great to see players out in Europe. Some of our younger kids, Joe Zhao's out in
That's
Dortmund.
that I was gonna say that's an interesting thing because if that happens, just right now, consensus yes or no. Do you think there's enough American talent for each team to have a DP that's American
Yes.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Definitely.
that would equal DP money?
Well, keep in mind,
League win.
900,000 is DP money.
350.
350 at the moment.
Yeah.
So
That's 20.
league win.
Okay.
He's got DP production numbers this year
Yeah.
at $175,000 a year.
All he
Okay.
does is win.
All he does is win.
Hashtag
MV
all
Lee.
those win.
MV Lee.
Passively Offside endorses
Hashtag NV Lee.
Lee win for MVP.
We do actually, and we'll
Mhm.
talk about that in a little bit as well.
But back to LA. What are we gonna? What are all the other teams thinking? You know.
Right now, there's not a whole lot to think. I mean, all you can really say is there's money to be back. They have money, a lot of it. They are going to rival New York FC.
Oh,
which
yeah.
We know
Man
they have the
City's got-
oil. So, yeah, I don't know. I think,
They've got chic power.
Yep.
and you
what
know,
it is,
I was
yeah.
actually thinking about this today. I think watching this year's season has been the most attractive soccer I've seen MLS play, like
Yeah.
throughout the whole,
Oh, yeah.
like every team. Like,
Yeah.
really think
I
about
would
it.
agree.
Absolutely.
Vancouver,
They've played great.
they've
Yeah.
played great. Their style's
Mhm.
decent to watch. There's not that many teams
With a
anymore
brand
that
new
are
coach.
like, yeah,
Yep.
they're like, wow, this is kind of horrible to watch. No, I think almost every team now has a decent style, and they play it well.
Another cool announcement out of this whole thing, which we like as soccer fans and MLS fans, MLS set a new record for average attendance throughout the entire season, 19,800.
Which I'm glad you bring that up because I'm going to stop you right there.
Oh, what do we have over here?
It's my phone. It's just my phone. I am going to give you all the stats of the year.
Uh-oh.
I've got them
Oh
up.
boy.
I've got the stats of the year.
Plan that, didn't
I
you?
did actually,
You
indeed.
little-
I did. I have this open.
You know,
He knew
you
I was
should try
gonna
to be a
talk about it.
producer one day.
I did. Man, if only I had the skill.
The only thing I was going to say on top of that before you
Yeah,
go into
please
this
finish your
is
thought.
with the one team that was averaging 7,000 fans a game leaving for the next 2 years, and knowing that NYCFC, who's already sold over 10,000 season tickets, and as well with Orlando City doing the same, we're only going to break the record next year.
And we have our new
Yeah.
TV deal next year.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And
As supporters, I have a feeling we're going to get cracked on a lot.
oh yeah, we will talk about that next year. Actually,
Well,
That
with
is something
Orlando
I
City
plan.
coming in, well, yeah, it's going to happen.
I'm glad you brought up Chivas as well there because I don't have exact numbers on this. I saw this on Reddit a couple days ago. Someone asked a question because it was posted to subreddit MLS. What would our attendance records, our average attendance be without Chivas? And it would be up about 1,000.
Mhm.
Okay. So what would our attendance record be without Seattle?
Ooh,
Down 2,000.
interesting.
The average attendance would drop 2,000 places. About, I think it was a little over $2,000 without Seattle.
You could probably say the same, close to the same you said, Portland.
No, because Portland Stadium only holds 19.
Oh, does it? I thought
Yeah.
it was
Well, it's
bigger.
less than Real Salt Lake Stadium.
I thought it was
So the
Hmm.
teams that are selling out and
Goal, Sporting Kansas City.
Ooh.
I'd ask you to
Dom.
not celebrate when that
I
happens.
don't
but,
care.
Okay.
Wow, I was actually impressed.
I was honestly just about to ask you how the
he-
game's going.
He didn't throw beer. Didn't go flying anywhere. So
Which
Well,
is
he's going
good
in front
because there's
of
a
a really
lot of expensive
expensive
stuff there.
Who's
Dom
scored?
Dwyer.
Oh,
Of course, it was Dom Dwyer.
Of course, it was Dom.
Bringing this in because you probably can't hear us all talking at once. Sporting Kansas City has scored 1-0 to Sporting over New York in the
I'm waiting for it. I think it's the 54th minute, but I have to
so
double
fairly
check.
early in the second half, we can say because we
Yeah.
just said it
Okay.
started up again. Keep an eye on that for us. Let us know if anything else. happens.
54th minute.
Okay.
Luis Robles had that all day.
Okay.
Good finish. I don't care.
I'm cutting you off there because here's where we go. Obviously, 323 matches played, goals scored 924, which is about 2.86 per match. Top
Wow,
goal
That's an
scorer.
entertaining league.
Top goal scorer is BWP with 27, which
Yep.
we will talk about in just a moment. Biggest home win, LA Colorado, 6-0, September 5th. Biggest away win, San Jose FC Dallas, 0-5. Highest scoring is 9 goals, New York Revolution versus Chicago, which we talked
Oh,
about
yeah.
after that happened.
That was,
Good
that
game.
was early.
May
too, in the
11th.
season, wasn't it?
May 11th. Longest winning run, 5 matches, Seattle Sounders, April 12th to May 7th. New England, April 26th to 24th. LA, August 20th to September 5th. And also, again, New England, August 23rd to September 13th. Longest unbeaten run, hashtag Homer status, Real Salt Lake from March 8th
those
to
two
May
shake weights?
24th.
Mhm.
Yep.
Yep.
March 8th to May 24th, that's 12 matches. Longest winless run. Anyone guess?
Chicago Fire
Chicago.
Or New England Revolution.
No, it's got to be Chicago because of the tie.
13 matches.
Chicago Fire.
San Jose Earthquake.
No
Wow.
August 2nd to present.
Oh man.
Longest losing run.
New England Revolution.
Yeah.
8 matches. New England Revolution, May 31st to July 26th.
Wow. What a
Highest-
turnaround.
Right?
Mhm.
Highest attendance. What game was the highest attended?
LA versus.
Not even close.
Oh, I was gonna say Seattle versus LA.
Yeah, Seattle and the,
You're half right.
the Sounders.
Seattle, Portland.
Thank you.
Seattle.
Oh,
Of
yeah.
course, Seattle, Portland. Portland
yeah.
at Seattle. Portland at Seattle, July 13th. The lowest attendance,
Chivas.
San Jose
300.
Earthquakes versus Chivas.
Dallas versus Chivas.
Oh,
Dallas
no.
at Chivas.
Was that the game that they were like pulling CSC people down into the stands so
Probably.
they could see?
It was August 3rd.
Okay, yeah, they were
And the
showing-
average attendance again, 19,148.
That was-
What was the
That's still
attendance for that
pretty
game?
amazing.
I'm sorry. Thank you. The lowest attendance, the Dallas versus Chivas game, August 3rd, was 3,951.
Wow.
Okay,
that,
And
that
half
has
of
to
them were
include their-
Dallas supporters.
That
this
had to
is
include the
relatively
season
off
ticket.
topic, but it does have something to do with that.
Okay.
The Milwaukee Wave in the MASL
Yes, they do.
pull in double that number.
Yes, they do. We
You have
talked
got
about
to
that.
be kidding me.
Cool thing though.
That is atrocious.
As a last dying wish with their win with Chivas, the 4 or 5 supporters of the Union Ultras were allowed to be on the pitch to stand next to the team for the national anthem on
Very
their last
nice.
game, which was a really nice gesture
Yeah,
from
absolutely.
their front office.
You know, we
Did they
give
Give
a
the
lot.
anthem in Spanish, seeing as the team is racist.
wow.
We give a lot of crap to Chivas,
Yeah, we do.
obviously. But you know,
I hated Chivas before it was cool.
okay. You got to admit that they've done some good things, and
What?
No, I mean
Youth
like
Academy's really good.
their youth academy is really good. They've been good to their
Because they
fans
get rid of all the black and white
overall.
kids.
Yes.
Let's move on.
I
Okay.
really hate Chivas.
I
Like,
know you
that's
do.
If,
fine,
if
but-
there was a team that I hated more than Chicago,
Okay,
it would be Chivas. And I can say that out loud
They're
now because they're gone.
Let's talk BWP real quick. This wasn't in the notes, but it's something I want to talk about. BWP hit 27 goals the other night in their game against Sporting Kansas City, which Sporting lost. in
The
our
other
home in
night.
New York.
Not this one.
Not
Yeah,
this one. Not
Sunday
this one.
night.
This game doesn't count for any goal of the year stuff or goal counts. It's all postseason. So BWP got the only 2 goals of the night.
Mhm.
If he had gotten a hat trick, he would have broken the all-time most goals in a season record.
See,
So
imagine
he
this
is-
hand is a car and Bradley Wright Phillips is driving it. This is the record. He smashed into the record and just stayed there.
Well, that was 2 years ago with Wando. Wando tied the record 3 games before the end of the season,
and then
and then missed a PK
Oh,
for the record.
buddy.
And then
I do want to
hurtful.
point out.
97?
The record was set in '98 by Roy Lassiter.
Yep. I do want to point out one thing about BWP's performance the other night, and I think it was said very well by Taylor Twellman on air.
Ooh.
Why didn't you shoot it?
Uh,
Why did you not shoot that?
I know exactly which one you're
It's
talking
right
about.
there.
Yeah.
It's right there, and you passed it.
Yep.
And they asked, and you know what? My reaction right there was exactly what Taylor Twellman asked BWP at the end of the broadcast, and he was like, you know what? In his very English voice,
Mhm.
I didn't feel like I had the angle.
honestly, and
That's fine.
even though I'm not like a big fan of New York Red Bulls, you have to respect Bradley Wright Phillips.
Absolutely.
The guy comes from a great soccer pedigree, and my God, what a season for him!
Real
He has been absolutely brilliant.
Oh yeah.
And yeah. Granted, it's Thierry Henry feeding him the ball a lot, but man,
But when you have someone
you
like
still have to get into
Henry-
that position and finish.
when you have someone like Henri feeding you the ball like that, if you're not an amazing player, you're just gonna whiff him all the time.
Yeah, I mean, so let me put it this way: do you think Dom Dwyer breaks that record if he has Thierry Henry feeding him?
I could definitely see it. I could absolutely see it.
Let me ask you this then. Why hasn't Zardes? Because he's got Keane and he's got Donovan.
Because Zardes.
That's exactly what I was leading
well,
into.
no.
Thank you.
Well, here,
You
Zardes
brilliant man.
last year only scored 4 goals.
Because he sucks.
Okay.
He's 1 year into the league last year.
Bradley
Homegrown
Wright
ta-
Phillips, same situation.
He played in Europe before he came over here,
For what, a League Two side?
but still over playing club soccer and then playing for Cal State Northridge,
had
not
a
Northridge,
horrible year last year.
UCSB. Well, from 4 goals up to 16, he's done something right.
I'm
He's
not
learned
saying
how to finish.
I'm definitely not saying
No,
he's not.
But
I'm
I
just
was
saying
joking that he sucked.
Yeah.
He really doesn't
it
suck.
sucked,
But
yeah.
realistically, it's a good question to pose.
Do we know how old he is?
Zardes?
Zardes?
No, Wright Phillips.
It's like
He's 27.
26,
He's
27.
Thank you.
Wow, he is way older than I thought.
And
Yeah.
Zardes is
Mhm.
23.
Do you think someone buys him this offseason?
No.
You don't think anyone in England, not the Championship, not the Premier League, no one buys him?
No. Maybe Championship. I say no because Henry won't be here next year.
New York will do everything they can
To
hold on
keep
to
him.
Yeah,
Yes.
absolutely.
And with the
Within
salary cap
reason,
going up,
yeah.
hopefully they treat him right and they can still build something around him.
Which, by the way, if Henry does retire, Arsenal,
Pick him
one-day
up.
contract.
One day.
Let
That's
him-
all I
come
Let
want.
him
on.
retire a gunner.
Mhm.
Please, I would love to see it because I wasn't an Arsenal fan when he played.
He's got a statue outside.
Oh,
of
yeah.
I know
they-
that. It's amazing. I want to see that.
Yeah, let him retire a gunner.
Seriously, just a one day.
I think they will.
Oh yeah,
one
He'll
game.
get a
Like
testimonial.
he will get a
throw
testimonial.
him on the pitch for 30 minutes. Jeez.
You know what?
Yeah.
You know what'd be cool is if New York played Arsenal and he played the first half with New York.
Oh, and then switched.
You know who
He still might be getting hurt.
You know who did that? When Chivas Guadalajara sold Chicharito to Man United,
Mhm.
Chicharito played one half with Guadalajara and played the other half with Man United, and he scored with Man United and didn't score with Chivas.
That's amazing. All right,
Take that, Chivas.
let's talk MVP.
MVP.
Or
Or
in
MVP.
Passively Offside's case, hashtag MV Lee. So Boris brought that up. We all support MV Lee. That's something that I actually want to get a good consensus on. Are we in agreement that it should be?
oh, absolutely.
Oh,
And I think we talked about this last week. It was all going to depend on the performances of the top three in their last game.
so Nephi, tell me about the top three performers in their last game.
Top three, just so we're all clear.
Which is Keane, Obi Martins, and Lee.
Obi and Keane didn't do.
Obi had an assist.
Obi had an
Okay,
assist,
he did
which
have an
is good,
assist. Okay,
but,
yeah. He had an assist, but when we talk MVP, we have all agreed that it's looked upon as goals. Doesn't necessarily mean, in our eyes, it is who does more for their team.
Yes.
But Lee has been scoring and is still
consistently.
and is still the most valuable player for their team. If he was gone, their team would.
Probably not make the playoffs for one.
Correct.
Yeah.
I believe the stat was out there that the New England Revolution were 9-1-3 when Lee Win scored a goal.
Wow.
Dang.
I'd like to see that stat with assists included.
Yeah.
So,
But
So tell me about Keane and Obi. How have they been looking?
I mean,
specifically.
and here's the hard thing, especially going off that.
Keane didn't play the last game.
King didn't, but at the same time, their last games were against each other, and I think we can all agree LA and Seattle are the top two teams. So it's kind of hard to say,
Yeah.
Last performance has to be against the other best team.
Yeah.
And then in the first game in LA, Obi and Keane didn't do anything.
No,
it was
they
the
didn't.
supporting casts for both teams
Yep.
that did the job.
Yeah.
And even then in Seattle, it was the supporting cast as well. Good old Guatemalan.
So I don't know. I think everyone's swinging for Lee. I think we're all here unanimous for Lee.
I
well,
honestly would be disappointed if MLS, because MLS.
Well, we're going to be disappointed because you have people like Matthew Doyle, hashtag at MLS analyst. Yeah.
He's the armchair analyst.
He voted for Obi for MVP.
But
and
I thought he voted for Keane.
He was very public with voting for Obafemi Martins.
I thought he voted for Keane.
No, he said it. He said it.
Someone else was super.
yeah, and
out
I was
about
going to
Keane.
say this before a week ago, it was all Keane, all Obi. But if you've listened and you've watched Twitter the last couple of days when voting counts, I would say a big swing has gone in Lee's favor. So
And just so everyone knows, the way it works is a lot of the press, analysts, and the players and coaches vote for it.
Yep.
If you're voted number 1, that's 5 points per vote. If you're voted number 2, 3, voted 3, 1,
Yep.
4th, you don't get anything.
Yep.
So
very important time for the MVP race, and we're gonna have to see kind of what happens there. But I am glad that you guys started talking about the Seattle LA game. because we have a winner in the saga that is the Supporter Shield. And Boris, who won Supporter Shield?
The Sounders did.
Did they?
Yeah.
You can't be that upset.
No, I'm not. I'm not
Because,
at all.
hey,
I believe I specifically messaged everyone. I was out in South Dakota working during this game, and I was just from the updates I was getting. The way LA played, they didn't deserve the Shield.
but let me ask you this: who's getting that second CCL spot anyway?
It still goes to LA.
LA, so
Yeah.
I mean,
Still goes to LA and possibly DC, depending on how the trouble works out.
Mhm.
Well, it depends.
Go to the third in the MLS.
Yep.
Well, and here's the thing. Also, DC
Right.
is advancing in CCL as the top spot. If DC wins it, they get an automatic berth, so that moves down the list for the next person on finishing,
Yeah.
which would be RSL.
CCL is messed up right now, and it's
It is.
all
Very
Seattle's
much
fault. It is all Seattle's fault for ruining
Well, and
everything.
So is the current actual end of the group stage.
Oh yeah,
It is all kinds of bonkers.
yeah.
Cruz Azul out. Club Leon out. Leon out.
There you go.
Sporting KC out.
We knew that was going to happen.
Well, let's be fair.
They
Let's
had
be
some
fair to
pre-
New
Sporting.
York out.
Let's be fair to
Montreal
Sporting.
in.
Sporting needed this game.
Yeah. No,
They-
absolutely.
Sporting obviously changed focus to the MLS Cup.
Mhm.
CCL's great, but let's be realistic. The closest team that's ever made it to winning CCL is
RSL.
no one has made it as far as them.
our league isn't set up to have anyone
Except
make it that
for
far.
before it was called the Champions League, LA won it twice.
Well, that's pre what it is now.
Hashtag Homer status.
I
can
think
homer
I
out.
think it was smarter for Sporting having to play the play-in game to focus on the MLS Cup.
I agree.
Honestly, maybe I'm just real MLS homer here, but
Allocation money aside,
allocation money aside, I think there's a big thing to be said about focusing on your league. And yes, there are these championships, and that's great, but Sporting has a chance to double up on MLS Cup.
True.
That's a chance.
They're the only team in the playoffs right now that have a chance to double up from last year
Mhm.
because there's only one winner.
That's true.
Let's see what you did there.
And
Thank
we've had a couple teams that have done the double. the following
Absolutely.
year.
Absolutely. It would not be the first if Sporting won it. This would be the first treble if Seattle wins it. Again, Seattle has one Supporter Shield. They are two. They have caught up to us here at Passively Offside, and we are going to do everything we can to
We
win a
have to
treble
earn a
before
trophy
them.
before. I've actually registered myself in a ping pong tournament,
Okay.
and hopefully I can get that trophy before Seattle can get the treble.
So we have
The best Mario.
the
Kart
best
player.
Mario Kart player, or the best the best generic racing video game player.
Yes.
We are the
United States
generic
champion.
wrestling corporation United States champions, and we're going to find something else. We are going to win a third.
Do you
I'm
smell
also
what
entering
this?
a paintball tournament, by the way.
Can you smell what the podcast
Is
baking?
It's brewing.
There we go.
It's brewing.
Okay, let's.
Perhaps we're sauteing it.
Never know.
Okay.
Or
FC
marinating.
Dallas move on to face Seattle in the playoffs. This is a big controversy right now. We were watching this right before the podcast started. They were showing it on the stream of the game here. So the result ended up 2-1 in favor of Dallas. Who kicked off the scoring, though?
Dallas.
Okay, so Dallas looked to be in control. Dallas gets the first goal, right?
Mhm.
They've got this.
dramatic ass.
They've got this.
Mhm.
Dallas is going to go, and they're going to play Sporting.
I'm shaking him.
Oh, wait. Vancouver comes back,
I got goosebumps.
scores a
Oh
goal.
man, what's gonna
1-1.
happen?
Okay.
It's like a
1-1.
religious
And then one of the biggest controversies that I can say that may happen in the playoffs, because, not anything else has happened yet. PK called.
Mhm.
PK called on what,
Awful.
Boris?
If I remember, it was the handball, right?
A handball. A handball in the box. And Boris, can you describe how this handball looked?
So normally, defenders, they do this thing called putting their hands behind their back.
It's very
And
descriptive. I like it.
as their hand was going towards the back, The ball bounced off his forearm.
Yep. So to give you a visual here, the hands are coming back to go back here like a normal defender would, right? His hand was behind his back.
it wasn't. It was out to the side.
Was it out
It was
just
out
a
to the
little
side.
bit?
It was a bit of an abnormal position, but it was in the process of not having their hand there.
I would have preferred that game gone to PKs in that situation.
So it would have gone to additional time.
Well, I'm just
Well,
it would have gone to additional
My
time.
defense for the ref is this:
He's Geiger.
if
He's
the
Mark
ball,
Geiger. He's
if
bought
the
some
ball
mistakes.
was,
That's
if
it.
the ball was going any other direction, if it was going out towards the corner, it's coming into the box.
Yep.
He's got players behind him, and as he's going, I think if he would have kept his arms still
That's a good point.
Mm-hmm.
and just kept him like this, I don't think it would have been called.
But he moved them.
He's moving it, and the ball redirects.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
That's a good point. That's a very good point, Nephi. And also, as we always say, this is something that has become kind of a broken record with us. The ref's going to see something different than we are on the cameras.
He was actually in a good spot, too.
He was in a great spot. And honestly, great spot or not, it could have looked like more intentional to him.
And that's why I say I think if he would have kept it, it wouldn't have looked intentional.
Even just maybe pulled in.
Because if he straightens, then he's going, okay, this is just going to be part of my body.
Yeah.
But he's moving his arm, and then it redirects,
Yep.
and it's going into play. You call that.
Yep. Oh, okay. I'll give you that. You make a very, very good case.
Okay, yeah.
And over to Brandon,
I'm a lawyer.
how was the game going?
We're still at 1-0 in favor of
He said
spo-
we.
in favor of we,
We
meaning the
as-
game.
The game,
Like
the
the
podcast.
us.
Still.
We
We are
know
still
he's
at
going for
1-0.
Sporting, but
We
you
are
know.
still at 1-0 in favor of Sporting KC in the 73rd minute now.
He was a Sporting fan before they won the MLS Cup last year.
He
I
was.
was.
He was a Wiz fan.
I know.
He was a Whiz fan, which
Yeah.
is disgusting.
No,
Go to
That's
hell,
such a
man.
bad name.
But now
No,
we
I've
can
got-
say, but
I've
we can
got-
say that we whiz on the fire.
Okay,
And
we're
then
moving
George-
on past that.
That's bad.
That we're moving on. Okay. Couple
on.
other things we want to talk
Admit
about
it.
here. Again, Dallas is going to play Seattle, which will be this weekend. We've got Real Salt Lake and LA this weekend. We've got the Eastern Conference this weekend. I'm sorry,
It's a busy weekend.
Hey,
I know
There's a lot of
it's
soccer.
DC. I honestly don't remember who is in what place.
DC and Columbus.
DC, no,
No,
DC versus the winner of
winners
this
here.
game.
is
And
on
then it-
Sunday.
and then in
I believe those
Columbus
are-
versus
Versus
New England.
Columbus, New
Well, that'll
England.
be
Yeah.
nice. I'll be off.
Passively Offside would like to announce that the MLS has switched to a promotion relegation system. Teams from the East will be promoted to the West. This year, it's just a crapshoot. SKC and Houston have been promoted to the Western.
For the first year,
the
they
best
decided
Western Conference.
they decided to
Western
do
Conference.
We
The
should
first-
probably preface this as a
For the-
satire.
for the first year they
Very
decided to move the closest teams west, but next year
Next year, bottom three in the Western Conference will move to the East. Top
Bye,
three in
San
the East
Jose.
come over.
Peace out.
obviously we are kidding. It's not. That's not going to happen. That wouldn't make sense anyway because then we
It'd be
would be able to
hilarious,
play
though.
each other. It would be really fun. Great. RSL won the Eastern Conference title when they won the
Because
Yeah,
we were
what
at
a
the bottom
weird
of
situation.
Right?
we were at the bottom and then
League
moved
used to be.
over and stuff. It was weird.
It was jacked
That
up
was the American landscape.
because you know what I was
I
looking.
should know. I've worked on landscapes.
Oh,
Could you have done that in your accent? Why couldn't you have done that in your accent?
Oh my
What time? Are we almost done with this?
That was,
Oh my gosh.
that was too much.
red
Okay.
card.
Get out of here.
No, no.
You are relegated to standing behind us and dancing.
You're relegated to the East.
Oh,
Get out. Okay.
we'll do all the podcasts from the Eastern Conference for the rest of this year.
That's how you did it for the summer.
All right. So again, obviously that's not going to happen. But yes, I looked into it like when I first joined the MLS fan group, which honestly was right after Real Salt Lake won the MLS Cup. I did not become a fan. I did not become a fan because Real Salt Lake won. I didn't know they won until after I started going to games. But my first game was against LA, which was really fun. And I looked into it because it was RSL in LA, and that didn't make any sense to me. And yeah, Real Salt Lake won the Eastern Conference that year, which is just phenomenal.
It's a crazy thing,
It's
including
about as far west as you can go besides a couple teams.
including this season. This is not including any postseason matches. In the 10 years RSL's been in the league, its record against LA, it's actually pretty damn good.
Yep.
It's 11, 11, and 13.
Yeah.
There's 11 wins for LA, 11 wins for RSL,
And
and 13 draws.
Yeah.
I mean, you wouldn't think that would be the biggest rivalry because you have Seattle, LA,
Yep.
but
LA,
I mean,
RSL.
LA and RSL, that they're even toed
Yeah.
for the past 10 years.
All right. Let's finish this up. We are just about out of time here.
And beer.
And beer. I am saving mine a little bit.
Yeah.
The
I'm
playoff,
a sad hipster. I finished my craft brew.
as we said, the playoff field has been set. The playoff table, again, just to kind of reiterate and make sure you understand what's happening right now, is New York and Sporting. Do you have something to say?
Yes, I want us all to make predictions.
Okay, we're going to do that in a second.
That was on the
I
notes.
got really
It was on the
excited.
notes, I know.
We'll get there, bud.
Saturday, November 1st, 2 p.m., Columbus versus New England at Columbus. Saturday, November 1st at 6 p.m., Real Salt Lake versus LA Galaxy here in Salt Lake City. Sunday, November 2nd at 2 p.m., the winner of Sporting and New York versus DC United, and the winner of this game will be at home.
I wish you would have said DC versus TBD, because I'd be a TBD fan.
Oh, I am always a TBD fan.
TBDFC.
TBD.
And Sunday, November 2nd, 7 p.m., FC Dallas versus Seattle in Dallas. So that is the first round of the playoffs. And that brings us to everyone's favorite
That
part
is
of
a
the
tie
show.
game, guys.
This just
Hold
got
on.
good.
Stop.
Bradley Wright Phillips has just tied the game.
BWP
Yours.
has hit the 1-1. What is the minute there?
77th on the dot.
Woo! Let's finish up this show and watch predictions. Everyone, very quietly, a little bit. Okay. So predictions. Nephi,
Yes.
give me New York Sporting.
Oh, I already said New York.
Okay.
Okay.
Splenda, give me Columbus, New England.
Columbus and New England. New England.
Okay. Real Salt Lake, LA. I don't want to get your
1-1 draw.
Okay.
Ooh.
Okay.
But away goals count more.
FC Dallas, Seattle.
You kidding me? FC Dallas doesn't even belong in the playoffs.
Seattle.
Ouch.
Any
That's
Dallas
aggressive.
fans watching, that's not passively offside. so-
And
My views are my own.
if we go off of Nephi's prediction of New York winning this game, New York, DC United, I'm giving it to DC.
Okay.
Okay.
No. I want to know right now. Pick a winner of MLS Cup.
Okay.
Ooh.
Winner of MLS Cup.
New England.
You're dark horsing
I'm
it.
dark horsing.
I thought Columbus
have
was your dark
horse
horse.
and
Well, that's the thing. Columbus is.
What's up, Katy
but
Perry?
I really think
Heyo.
New England's going to win that series.
Okay.
Juicy J.
Splenda.
I'm gonna break the homer status.
Oh,
Yeah. Go RSL.
that's a surprise.
Yeah. Boris?
You go with Los Angeles.
No way.
Come on. Come on.
Come on. Pick
My
somebody
heart
else.
says Sporting, but my brain says Seattle.
Okay.
Oh,
Okay,
his
very
brain
smart.
says treble.
My heart says Real Salt Lake and my brain says Seattle. I think Seattle is really going to make a run.
Yep.
Okay.
I
So-
don't, just to add this at the end,
Really?
I don't see Seattle going past LA or RSL.
You know
LA
what?
or RSL is going to be the one thing that Taylor Twellman said, which was awesome, and this is probably why Seattle played harder, was it was more for the supporter shield. It was more for which team doesn't get to play RSL.
Yeah. You know, just ending the show on that note, Seattle is not a great playoff team. We are going to see what happens. This
Yep.
is the best, as we've said multiple weeks, this is the
Seattle's
best we've seen Seattle.
That'll be hilarious.
It's the best we've seen Seattle in a very long time.
Yep.
And
Okay.
we'll see what happens.
All right.
So, as always, remember to join us on Facebook at facebook.com/passively-offside, at passively_off. Yeah, I we could do that. Email us at passively-offside@gmail.com. It's not on. You can't.
I'm practicing.
Good for you, bud.
For the Passively Offside team, I'm Goose. That's Maverick. Hipster Lumberjack. This
Overly racist Mexican.
Overly
overly
Yeah.
racist.
Have
Mexican.
Did you
Overtly
thank the United
racist.
States for your World Cup berth yet?
Oh, Jesus Christ. And that overly racist hipster Brandon.
What? Racist. I
guys.
didn't say anything racist.
Have a great rest of your night. Take care. Go watch the